Hello, I am Jeannie Daly. I am a spiritual intuitive life coach. I have been doing this for the past 26 years, formerly. I should say that is when I really buckled down and started to investigate, learn. I do have a formal diploma, a college degree, and I'm also a nurse, but I did a lot of training to be where I am today, also for the spiritual world. Also, I have to tell you that everybody has opinions and their belief system. I made an agreement with God. I'll do your work, but I need your guidance. I don't want to teach people off of what I believe or my opinions, because that doesn't matter. Everybody has opinions, right? So the agreement was that when I have a God lesson, that he will send me a sign. And I gotta say, I say he because I was raised Catholic. I was taught that God is a male, when actually on the other side, you guys, there's no gender. But your divine family will appear to you the way that you're comfortable with. They just want you to communicate. That's why they gave the sixth sense. The sixth sense is your cell phone to God, to your deceased loved ones. It's your cell phone to the other side, but especially to God. Now, first, I need you to hit the subscribe button and that you like it, like you like the video, and also a comment. Leave a comment. With the comment, what I was thinking of doing is I'm going to do a drawing. So if you want, I would figure out your life path number and also what the year ahead holds for you, because numbers have a very spiritual meaning. So when I choose you, I will let you know. Okay, and we'll work it from there. If you'd like to have a session with me or a reading with me, you can contact me through Facebook Messenger, or if you'd like to host a workshop or a party. I will tell you that you're kind of put in my data file, so to speak, when you become a client. To give you an example, and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Like, you may get notifications. I'm going to say may. I do it all the time. Like, get a notification of, hey, just check in on you. And I'll give you an example. So today I was getting ready for a session and I clearly heard, I need you to call. Yeah, it never says, hey, sorry for bothering you or anything. Hey, I need you to contact, and gave me the name of a woman and said, I need you to tell her that I love her very much, and she's not to be sad. She's not to be depressed. Everything is going to improve soon. That some changes need to be made first. So, of course, I stop what I'm doing. I have learned, took me a long time, but I've learned that now I just do as I'm told. And sure enough, I contacted the young lady, and God was right. Of course, God's going to be right. But, I did reach out and I gave her the message and told her that it was a God message. So, to hold that close to your heart, because that is really neat. I mean, it's not like I talked to this, she's a client. So, yeah. And it was one of the out of the blue. That happens a lot. So, when you're a client, you can expect strange emails or text messages. No, I'm kidding. They're always good, though. Also, what we're going to talk about is seeing Archangel Michael in person. I do have a very close relationship with the divine, and I love it. I love it so much. Like, I'm so happy. They give unconditional love, and they're always there. That's not always good, but I'm kidding. Actually, they're wonderful. But you can do it too. You can communicate with the divine. Talk to God. Talk to Jesus. You can talk to anybody. You don't need me or anybody else to connect you. You have that connection. And that sixth sense, like I said, it's kind of like God said, here's your cell phone. Call me whenever you need me. And trust me, I will be calling you, so you better respond. So, yeah. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't believe in that. Well, first of all, your sixth sense is like common sense. The other thing is, don't be afraid. If you are afraid, then do some research. Call me. Have a session with me. Then I can tell you all about you and the kind of psychic person that you are and what you can do, who your guides are, who your angels are. I will guide you. I promise I will guide you. And there are things that you can do to keep something that doesn't have your best of intentions, but you can keep them at bay. A little tip, laughter is the number one weapon. I know they must like come in and it's like, oh, it's that lady again. Oh my gosh, all she does is laugh and play jokes. But yeah, they get irritated. So that's pretty good. But anyway, I'm telling you that situation because, again, a lot of people think that you have to kind of join the nunnery, or the priesthood, which nothing against that. I mean, go for it. But you don't have to do that to have your divine connection. So my story. Okay, so I had an office in Bel Air, Maryland, okay? And it was around Christmas. So back in those days, I used to go tanning. So one day, and I was having a Christmas party in my office, a small gathering at my office, but I wanted to do my tanning first. Anyway, so I'm laying in the tanning bed and start talking to Archangel Michael. And I said, Archangel Michael, I love you so much, but I haven't seen you in a while. I really want to see you. I need to see you. So please let me see you. Even if it's just for a second. So tanning's done, get dressed, go down, because it was in like a strip plaza, go down the street to the liquor store, and I bought some wine. So I bought the wine, and I look ahead of me, and I see one man at the register, an older man at the register. Then there was this tall man next to him who's holding a bag and taking things from behind the counter and putting it in this paper bag. And he's looking at me, I'm looking at him. You guys, it was so weird. It's kind of like, we're both FBI people and nobody wants to say anything, but we were like steady looking at one another. They always depict him as having blonde hair. I've never seen Archangel Michael with blonde hair. He actually is a cross between John Travolta, when he played Michael, and Ron Moss, who used to be on The Bold and the Beautiful. He used to play Ridge. So yes, Archangel Michael is like a nice combination. Very attractive. And I'm not being disrespectful. Anyway, so I get my wine and go to the counter, and he and I don't know who this man is, okay? I don't know who he is. All I know is like we have this attraction, but neither one of us is saying anything. Instead, we smile at one another, and I pay for the wine, and I said, thank you, bye, have a good day, right? So I go out in the car to call a single friend of mine. And I was like, oh my gosh, do I have the guy? Oh my gosh, I gotta go. I'll see you when you get here later. She's like, are you okay? Yeah, I gotta go. It dawned on me, oh my gosh, that was Archangel Michael. Oh my gosh. So I go in to the store. I go back in. The older guy is still behind the counter. So I said, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but I really need to see the guy that was like next to you when I was in here. I said, it dawned on me, and I shouldn't have told a white lie, but it dawned on me that we went to school together. It didn't really hit me until I got in the car, and I said, oh my gosh, I haven't seen him in forever. I need to come back. The guy looks at me, and he's like, you don't look like you drank what you purchased. I go, yeah, not knowing what he's talking about. Yeah, no, I didn't do that. He's like, well, hon, there's nobody in the store. And I go, no, he was behind you. And he had like a brown paper bag, and he was taking stuff. Apparently you have shelves or something back there. He's like, no. He goes, come on back, let me show you. So I go behind the counter, it's one of those boards. There's no shelves. Like one of those, what is it, plywood boards? Nothing. There's no shelves. There was nothing that anyone could have been loading into a bag. And he's like, so you saw him here? So I described him, and he said, no. He goes, I don't have any employees that look like that. He said, as a matter of fact, and he said, and there's nobody else in the store. He said, we just had our Christmas picture taken, our Christmas party picture. Do you want to see? And he handed it to me, and I'm looking, and I didn't see the man that I had seen. And I said, no, he's not here. And he goes, I mean, we can go through the store, but I mean, I'm positive nobody's here. I'm by myself. So I thanked him, and but it was so amazing. It was so amazing. And it made me feel like so happy. You know what I mean? Because I definitely, come on, he's not there, right? So I did teach this in my workshops, and I will say that, because I say, all you have to do is ask, and you give him permission to appear to you. So one young lady said that she was walking down a corridor at work, and she's like, yeah, I saw this really attractive man with, I think she said she noticed the cowboy boots. And she said, so we walked by each other. Like she goes, he was smiling at me the whole time. So, and I'm just thinking, why is he smiling at me? And she goes, but I felt really good about it. But she goes, like, different. I can't explain it. And then when he walked by her, he said, hello, Tammy. And she was like, oh, what? So when she turned around to look, he was gone. And then I have another client who saw him in a car, and she said it was night, and it looked like somebody was glowing. So she said, I stopped and I looked, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's Archangel Michael. And then she turned around to tell the passenger, and everything was gone, including the car. So yes, he will appear to you too, if you just ask. And that is a joke. I mean, and be serious. Also, when you do refer to Archangel Michael, you never just say Michael. You always say Archangel Michael. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed my events. And, you know, the funny, because of my personality, I guess, everybody's like, yeah, I figured you'd see him in a liquor store. But he'll appear anywhere. All you have to do is ask, you guys. It's simple. Just don't be afraid. And pay attention. Pay attention to your surroundings. Put the phone away a little bit, you know? So on that note, please do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Even if the comment is, hey, you know, I'm interested, then I will reach out to you and get your info. Okay? On that note, good night. God bless. And I send to you all of you, many, many angel hugs and blessings. Good night.